Hey there, I'm Gabrielle Thum, I'm 24 years old and I'll be sharing with you a national youth campaign we have developed in Brazil since 2021. I'm the Vice Coordinator of the National Youth Council of the Evangelical Church of Lutheran Confession in Brazil. Through this National Council, we got to discuss many topics within youth groups. Since 2021, we have discussed about the climate crisis and our relation with it by our faith. One strategic work we do is the national campaign that works with youth and environmental justice. We launched this campaign during a huge fire at Pantanal, that's a region that's hugely devastated by large-scale fires. We also have discussions about the trash that's generated by the pandemic and how we will deal with all these mass carriers and how we work with these later on time. Now, 2 years later, is right in front of us the continuity of these extreme events of climate change. While I record this video, here in my region at the very south of Brazil, we are facing a huge drought. There isn't enough water to everyone, not even for animals and plants. As well as close to São Paulo, people have died and many lost goods and houses because of the floods by summer storms. By giving support to the youth groups to learn and better understand God's creation, we intend to help and care for each and every living being on the planet. There is also a theological study on all of our actions. We understand, as shown in Luke 10:25-37, our neighbor that Jesus Christ has called us to care is not only people, but the creation in a complete approach. The nature is God's creation. It's a sacred space and it was created by Lord's Word, whom said it, and it was made. This campaign developed by online seminars, toolkits to work with youth groups, and also support actions on local scale as, for example, planting trees, recycling, and sharing the knowledge about God's creation and to care for it. For the closing time of this campaign, we are working on teaching about how to separate the residuals and how to have it correctly discarded. We send signs to the communities and they can place it at common use places, so everyone that goes there can understand and see that there is a separation of the garbage and the community is working on this issue. That could seem a very initial step on our work, but it's still a need on our reality. We can use these signs as a powerful tool to change people's minds about throwing away garbage, because actually we are only getting away from the front of our eyes. There is no outside for the garbage. I hope this campaign can be a way to guide us to a more sustainable and fair society that respect the Lord's creation and care for it. May these experiences shared touch your heart and invite you to take action on climate justice, as well as a better understanding of the nature as a sacred place. Thank you for being part of this No Plastics for Lent campaign, and feel invited to get in connection with me and all this national youth work we do at Brazil.